Hey, the Jad. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? How you guys doing? How's the sound? Can you guys see me? Can you guys hear me? Is everything good? I need to get myself a bit of light. I need to get myself a bit of light. Let me see something real quick. It barely even makes a difference. It barely even makes a difference. But now we are working on that. There's still a lot of things that we are planning on doing. The scheduling and and the planning just sucks between all of us. But we'll get there slowly but surely. But let me know if this sounds good. Let me see who's here with me. Jerry and Yo JV. What's up, Jerry? And thank you for joining, my brother. Hope you're doing well. Jesse the Farrier. Yes, Jev. Hey, Jesse. Hope you're doing well, man. Long time. Max. Hey, Jev. Long time, Max. How are you doing? Also been a long time since you've been on the stream. What you been up to? All clear. Lovely. I need something to drink. I'm a bit dry. I just had to run to the shops quickly. All clear, Jeff. Lovely, man. So clear for sailing. So yesterday, crash came to this level down here. You can see price came down to this, swept it, and then we entered on this 3-candle rule, basically, where I usually tell myself, out of the zone, keep in the zone for a minute for that candle, and then get out of there. So that's why I took it over there, that level. As you can see, we went into profit, but then we got stomped out there minus 20. So that is I think one break even for the month so far, and 2 stops, minus 51 pips if I'm not mistaken. But you know, we can't catch them all. Let's see what the market has been doing throughout the day, and then I'll give you my thought process as to what I think is going to happen moving forward. So we can see so far the Asian high was swept this morning. You can see right over here. Okay, now that is exactly on the high. So the Asian high has not been swept. My bad, guys. My bad. Asian high has not yet been swept. So both the Asian high and low price is still trading within the range. So nothing that I can do over here at the moment. If we go to the 4-hour chart, all good, Jib. Hope you well. I took a break for a while, but now I'm back in. Lovely, man. Great to have you back, Max. Great to have you back. Okay, so looking at the 4-hour, ooh, nah, I'm not gonna fall for this. False rejection. I think what's gonna happen on this PM most likely is it's gonna give you some sort of movement and give you a false confirmation on the 4-hour, potentially sweeping this Asian high, just to take out that liquidity and then move all the way to the downside. Alternatively, price could just straight move all the way down before we see some sort of push towards the upside. So I'm not gonna get involved here on Crash 500 today. I want to see that Asian high be swept, and if it's swept, I want to see price travel all the way down towards the monthly open, well, towards last month's open. Let me just readjust this and just state that this is September's open. So once we get into that zone, I will start looking for potential buys. So nothing I can do here as yet. Let's move on to our other crash and boom pairs. So I have a plan. So what I'm gonna start doing is, before we start streaming, I'm gonna look at all the pairs and with the ones worth looking at. Then we look at them so that we don't waste a lot of time in the beginning of the session looking for a setup that's not gonna present itself. So boom 1000 at the moment. We can see over here price making lower lows. You can see this 4-hour break of structure. That break of structure was led by the strong push to the downside here at the monthly open. That left us with the supply zone as well. So we're just going to go back and quickly refine this level. Wait, what color was that? That kind of looks cool. Oh, that looks nice. I will say that looks nice.
You're listening to quality house music with the Godfathers.
Oh, that looks nice for supply zones. See, like the thing about your charts is, guys, let me quickly share something with you guys. Your charts like literally like should resonate with your personality. You know, if you look at your charts and it's ugly, I don't know how you trade. You know, honestly, like, you know, I feel like really like it's an art. You are a chartist, you know. Mastery Manifest, yo Jeff, welcome my brother. Hope you're doing well today. Did any of you guys take any trades today? So looking at the zone over here, let's just double check the Asian range on today. So kind of concerning because the Asian high has not yet been swept on this pair. However, if we have some sort of turtle soup come through, we can potentially sweep this level over here, which is yesterday's high. If we can sweep that high and potentially have some sort of pattern like this occur when price comes up here, let's say, I want to have a reaction around this zone, but the thing is, if we have price break through this level, like let's say for instance the candles happen like this, let's say candle forms, and let's say the next candle spikes like this, right? Let's say that happens, or closes above or even below, leaving us with a wick or something, then I might potentially get involved on it, because then I will look on the lower time frame, then potentially for the market to do something like this and give me that change of character where I can then get involved with that fair value gap somewhere around that zone potentially, or potentially even within this zone if it might become a potential flip. So it all depends on how the pattern will occur basically. You know, so that's anticipation I have. Price has taken out the daily low. We can also see this was a clean break on the 4 hour, but you'll see on the 15 minute there wasn't a clean break at that point. And this is exactly also what I talk about when you go a bit more deep and trade this for a long time. You start noticing certain things about certain candles. Sorry man, I'm so intrigued with these colors now. I'm gonna use... Okay, so that is Boom 1000 and this is Crash 500. Middag Joey, Mr. Breitenbach, hope you're doing well man. Het bij een mooi V25 buys gemist vanochtend. Can we share our charts when you're done so you can rate our hygiene? Yeah, you can. But the thing is, how are you gonna share it? How are you gonna share it with me? That's actually something we can. That's actually something very interesting. How about you guys? Share your charts and then I rate them. I rate your chart hygiene. That should be interesting. It's all love though. Remember one thing I've learned is like positive criticism is always needed. Okay, so this low was not swept as yet, so we're still gonna wait a bit on this. Let's quickly look on the 4 hour what price has been doing. So if we look at the 4 hour structure, you see, if we is there a way to hide? Yeah, so take note of this real quick. If we look at this order flow here on Boom 500, you would notice that we have a break of structure over here, and then you have a break of structure over here at this point, right? So sorry, I just need to hide everything, and then you would see basically here we have, oh no, basically this goes back to what I always talk about with how the candle closes when you have a change of character or break of structure. Hey Nico, welcome my brother, hope you're doing well. So you'll see here once again, there's no clean break below this level, but yet it's a wick and the next candle breaks next to it, right? So can you consider this a break of structure? Yes, kind of, but initially I want to see a clean break. Then you'll see here once again, when price set this low over here, price hasn't come all the way back down here, as you can see that that low is still untested. So initially the plan would on Boom 500 will become the exact same. We would still wait for price to trade all the way up for us to potentially look for sells. And also if you look a bit more deeper into it, an order flow mitigation, so that's been mitigated, which means your new supply zone was then set over here around this point, and you can see over here how price kind of broke above that level as well. Initially you don't want to see price break above your supply or demand zones, right? So with that said, it looks like price might actually start going towards the upside here on Boom 500, and like I said, I'm still gonna look out for that high up there, that supply zone, to basically execute from. So here we have a very blown out Asian range, a very big Asian range, and we can see over here also, notice how price has swept the Asian range over there as well. So with that said, could have something like this potentially happen. Sweep this low, trade up, or even sweep slightly below this low before trading up, setting us equal lows, and then that will be our liquidity once again over here to cater for that pullback towards the upside. So yeah, at the moment here on Boom 500, nothing we can do either. I think we said the main one is Boom 1000 right now we're looking at. Sorry, I didn't refine this level over here. So how I'm gonna do this here on Boom 1000 is I'll mark out the equilibrium. You can see that equilibrium is slightly above, or the premium is slightly above this level. So anywhere in that zone I would be good. How do you identify a pullback when you mark up your break of structure and change of character? Okay, that's actually an interesting question. I'm gonna have to give away some of my secrets here. Give away one of my secrets, but I don't mind sharing. It's a fair enough question, you asked it. So that will be the zone to execute from. Okay, I'll answer that question for you in a second. I think the last one was Crash 1000. Crash 1000. We would still be waiting for price to trade all the way down, so nothing we can do over here as well. But okay, before we jump to the derivative terminal, let's quickly answer that question asked by Master Manifest there. How do you identify a pullback when you mark up a break of structure and a change of character? Now, I've said this in the trading alchemy as well, but people still sleep on it. Now, remember, there's three things the market does, right? The market goes up, down, and sideways, which means you have three phases in the market. You have a bullish sentiment, you have a bearish sentiment, and then you have what you call consolidation or accumulation. Consolidation. Okay, so these are three phases, right? Now these are characteristics of trend. Emphasis on the word characteristic, right? So in an uptrend, the characteristics of an uptrend, let me just zoom in here a bit. So we know the characteristics of an uptrend is price forms a high, a low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Very simple, right? So let me just add that here. It's a very basic concept, but it's so underrated. It's such an underrated concept. Because the thing is, if you don't understand this basic concept, you won't understand advanced concepts. So like I said, emphasis on the word characteristics. These are all characteristics on trend, and there's a reason why I'm drawing this out. I'm not saying anyone is 5-year-olds, but like, you know, there's a reason why I make it so simple that literally a 5-year-old can understand, right? Because like the thing is, like, the market isn't that difficult to read if you trade with the plan, right? Your risk reward, your risk management, all of those things play a very, very big role when it comes to how you actually execute your trades, and then obviously how you can make withdrawals from that. So we know that is the characteristics of an uptrend, right? Now in a downtrend, we know the characteristics of a bearish market is price sets a low. Yo, that looks ugly. The market sets a low, a high, a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Okay, I'm gonna just add this here quickly as well. Okay, so this is the characteristics of trend, right? So now if we look a bit more deeper into this, this is the, if you, in very simple terms, okay, very simple terms. Now if you look a bit more deeper into it, if you look at what we call ICT or SMC, whatever you want to call it, when that high is basically set, it forms a break of structure. What we call a boss. A break of structure leads to a demand zone in a bullish trend and leads to a supply zone in a downtrend. In case you did not know that. Okay, so break of structure, demand. Now the concept of mitigation and unmitigated is a whole different thing. That's a whole theory in itself. So that's the idea, right? Break of structure leaves you with demand. Damn it. Okay, just to give you an idea real quick, to throw this out. I know I'm taking long to get to the point, but you'll see now why it's so important. Some people say, oh, keep trading simple. You can keep it as simple as you can try and keep it simple. But then when time comes, when the market, when your edge is lost, then you feel lost, and that's when your strategy up and so forth, you know. So demand, supply, right? Okay, this is basically characteristic of trend. Now I want to ask you guys something, right? Say for instance the market now pulls back. Say for instance the market does this now. Instead of respecting the demand zones, because initially what you expect to happen when the market moves is you want market to trade into demand and move, alright? Which sometimes that would happen. Okay, so let me not skip that concept. So also just keep an eye on this over here. Sometimes what would also happen is the trend would be very, very clear. And what would happen is, as price creates these breaks of structure, right, price would tap into the demand and have reaction, and this is actually where you can take trades from this level and literally just follow trend to target the weak highs, right? So that this is initially the idea behind it. So that once that is mitigated, this break of structure can pull back as well into this demand zone over here. So it can also look like that, but sometimes the market won't always pull back exactly into those demand zones. There's also where liquidity and all these things come in. Anyway, my point is, when the market now trades down, say the market does this and breaks through that demand zone, oh no. So I want to ask you as the Chad something real quick. So if the market does this and breaks through this demand zone, what would we call this low over here? Those in our mentorship should know. If the market breaks below that previous low, what would we call this low over here? Especially if it takes out that demand as well. Right, so that's okay, Nico, almost. You almost got it. But remember, a lower high is what basically forms on the high side of things, right? So that is a lower high over there. That's a lower high over there. So for instance, when the market trades lower, you almost right. So Raymond says it's a market structure shift, which is also correct. That's also what you can call it. This is also what you call a change of character. Now, what you actually call this low over here. Now, a very simple idea, guys. Always look at the market like this. Say the market starts here. This sets a high. It sets a low. Now it sets another high, but now if you look at it from this standpoint, this high over here is higher than this high over here. Do you see that? Hence it is called a higher high. Now this low over here and this low over here, but this low is higher than this low down here. Hence it is called a higher low. So the same concept for when you look at a market structure from in a downtrend. Where basically the market sets a low and a high. When the market sets a new low, this low is lower than that high over there, hence it's called a lower low. And this high is lower than that high, hence it is called a lower high. Alright, so that's a very simple way you can look at it, and a very simple way. And if you don't look at it this way and you make it difficult, it's completely fine. So now what becomes is, since this is the last higher low, if the market does this, we can see now that this low over here compared to this low, the low that was set over here is lower than that low. This is now why we'll call this a lower low. The fact that that's now a lower low, we can now identify, okay, what did we say earlier? This is the characteristic of trend. So the characteristic of this uptrend has changed. Hence, a change of character has formed. So this is where your chalk would come through, or your change of character. And this is when demand would then flip to supply. And it can happen two ways. Either the supply can be the move that caused this move to come all the way to the downside to form the lower low. Sometimes you can also have a flip zone and sorry, let me not confuse you there. And then sometimes the supply can also take place over here. Okay, now to come back to your question, putting it all together, right? How do you put all of this together? So how do we put all of this together? Let's do this. So we can see over here, for instance, like I said, it can happen two ways. You just look at structure. Let's say the market did this, the demand didn't hold. We can see now this is a change of character, right? That change of character left you with a supply zone. So you have to understand the concept of mitigation and unmitigated as well. Because this demand zone here is unmitigated, this is what will cater for a pullback based on the new breaks of structure that has been formed and the new supply. So previous demand zones would then cater for more pullbacks into new areas of supply. This is why, this is literally why I say I trade zone to zone. Does it make sense? That like be honest with me, guys. Like, does this explanation not make a lot more sense? Like, and if you go back and go look at how the market actually reacts of some of these zones, it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. Now, we didn't cover consolidation, but that's a whole different story as well around manipulation. So yeah, someone says that's happening on Nasdaq right now at the moment. Let's see what's happening there on Nasdaq. I just want to see quickly, even if it's even worth going to the derivative terminal. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, we'll go to the derivative terminal in a second. Nasdaq. Someone said it's happening on Nasdaq right now at the moment. Ooh. There is a lot of things happening on Nasdaq at the moment. Okay. NFP tomorrow. NFP tomorrow. Ooh, my only thing is, which one is lying? Because Asian highs is untested on USD, as well as German titty, as well as gold. That's gonna become a drawn liquidity over there. Nah, I don't trust these cells. I don't trust these cells. But initially, same thing. What you're saying there. And here's a good example, guys. Here's a good example. We can see the market is bullish. Market at break of structure. Set demand zones. And this is also why it's important to understand not every supply and demand zone is a valid supply and demand zone. So you can see that's a clear displacement over there. You can see that mitigation coming through over here at this point. Price is now flipping bearish. So now the question is, will this act as supply up here? You see, because now the thing is, if you also look at it in this way, demand was in control. What's been happening? Demand couldn't take higher. Demand couldn't make higher highs here. When price came into this demand zone here, it just smashed through it. It just smashed through it and came to the next demand zone. We had some sort of reaction. It came back testing the next demand zone, broke through it, and now we have another reaction. Now the question is, if it takes out this demand zone over here as well, leaving this unmitigated supply, and they do something like this, what's gonna happen? Automatically you're gonna have that sort of trend line liquidity start forming over here. This, and something I'm trying to say, there's so many ways you guys can look at this. Yeah, man. Yeah. All the information I just gave you there, like on reading market structure like that, if you don't go study that, if you don't go look at that, then you can know you can buy the most expensive mentorship in the world. You can take how many courses, you can study how many strategies. They can tell you it's a holy grail, they can call it whatever they want, they can but if you're not gonna put in the work as the trader, if you're not gonna take the time to understand, it's gonna mean nothing. Lucretia, what's up, Jeff? All is well, my brother. All is well. Can't complain. Motive Hub, middag, Jevo. Middag, Motive Hub. Hope you guys are doing good, man. Hope you guys are doing good. Did any of you guys take any trades today? No trades from you today. Yeah, also my end, I've been working on some other things. Yeah, I told Nico about it. Earlier, but I don't want to talk about it publicly, yeah, shame. But if push comes to shove eventually, then I'm gonna expose everything, chats and everything. Can I ask a question? When you say displacement or mitigated, can I ask a question? When you say displacement or mitigated zone, is it a zone before and after the zone? So mitigation means basically, that's two different things. Displacement and mitigation, two different things. Let's go back to our drawing board we had here now. Okay, I actually messed up here now because now I can't remove my drawings. I'm gonna remove all of this. Okay, let's do this. So Jerry, and your first question, displacement is one of my entry models. I have 3 entry models. The first entry model is displacement, the second is a flip zone, the third is a Wyckoff type entry. So that is the first thing to also understand. Displacement is something that is part of my entry model. Mitigation is a concept within structure. So like we explained now, higher highs, higher lows. So let's say price forms a higher high, it forms a break of structure. Now it leaves you with a demand zone, right? Now this demand zone is now unmitigated. It's unmitigated. Why? Because price has not come back into the zone yet. So if price does this, for instance, and moves away from it, it has now been mitigated. This demand zone is no longer a valid demand zone. Alright, so let me take it a bit further. Let's say price makes a new break of structure, eh? And then we have a demand zone. But let's say price does this. Let's say price pulls back, creates a new break of structure. What does this now mean? There will be a new demand zone set above the zone. This is also why it's important to understand not every supply and demand zone is a valid supply and demand zone, right? Now let's say, for instance, let's just say for interest sake the market did this. The market mitigated it, it formed a higher high. Now remember, this is now mitigated. This is mitigated. Why? Because price tapped here and price has tapped over here. But price has not come back to this demand zone which was formed based off this move over here, right? Now, let's say the market then shifts, basically, changes character. Because now a lower low has been formed here, right? So here's a change of character. Now here's that supply up here. Now because here's the demand zone, it is unmitigated. What's gonna happen? You're gonna have a reaction of that zone, and this is also how we can cater for that move to hit that supply zone. Hence, once again, trading zone to zone. I've got a spike indicator that I've been trading with. It's not doing too bad. It's just lots of exposure, obviously. What do you mean lots of exposure? Like in a sense of is it doing all the indicate, like all the pairs basically? Hey Dave, man, long time, man, long time. It's going good, man. It's going good. It's been life changing, honestly. I'm sure many fathers can relate to that feeling. But yeah, man, it's been good, Dave. It's been good. Baby's growing. She is turning 2 months on Sunday. Can't believe it. Time flies. Okay, risk. Okay, I get you. But yeah. But the reason why I'm asking that is because yeah, are you doing all the pairs on it? All the crash and boom pairs? Because I think there's like more than 10 pairs. That is a lot if it is exposed to all of that. But yeah, Jarian, I hope that answers your question. Just looking here on the rev side of things, just wanna double check our setups if it's worth flipping over. And actually, yeah, it is worth flipping over. We missed a good trade, but if you were watching it, you could have capitalized on it. Immediately flip there. So yesterday we discussed this level here on boom 600, and we said if price can trade all the way back down, taking out these higher higher low, we can then start looking for a sell within this supply zone over here. Price trade into that zone, and we had a perfect reaction, and the market's now just dropping down. So we can see price also then took it further, breaking below this level over here. leaving us with a new supply zone. So if we look a bit further on the 4-hour, so yeah, if we can, or let me say this fair value gap, if we can have price trade into this fair value gap, we can start looking for potential sales on Boom 600 as well. Sure, all of them. Sounds good, Nico. Sounds good. Hey, Jarian. Okay, Jarian. Ain't nothing like a Jarian party. Ain't nothing like a Jarian party. Yo. Jeff, is it possible price can respect previous day's key levels? I noticed that gold plays on the Asia lows. Yeah, it depends, Jesse. It depends on with. See, my thing is, the way I view the market is I look at liquidity. You see, so whether it's unmitigated and then also unswept zones. So if the Asian low, literally, okay, we'll go to gold now, and then we can look at it. Okay, range break. Same thing. We had a level on the range break, but. Oh, now we're still waiting on the range break to trade towards this high, so we can look for sells. So we want to see price basically trade into this high up here. So literally institutional point 73,750. So we can start looking for sells on the range break 100. Volatility for Boom, still waiting for price to trade to the upside, but I do see some nice trend line liquidity forming over here, so I want to see price take that out. Boom 900, we're still waiting. Price came very close to this high up here, but price missed it. Crash 400. Crash 400. I would have to see price trade a bit more down, somewhere around here. So I would say maybe I would look for buys on Crash 400. Boom 750, nothing as yet. Crash 750, nothing as yet. Crash 400. Very similar. Oh, we have this point over here, 8600. Right over there. It's very close to the zone, actually. It's very close to the zone. We must just keep an eye on it. Crash 900, nothing. Crashing 900, nothing. So we're still waiting. Yeah, Jarian. We don't use baby oil. We use coconut oil. You know the vibes. Gold. Let's look at gold quickly. Yeah, so you'll see over here who asked me that now. JC. So you'll see basically, notice how the high, or you can actually go back and go look at this yourself even as well. Remember, the moves happen at the high and low of the day, the high and low of the session, the high and low of the week, the high and low of the month, high and low of the quarter, and high and low of the year. Once you have identified these highs and lows, there's liquidity then stored at these highs and lows, meaning that your external and external high and low, or it can also become your dealing range. So essentially what happens after that is price will always seek to basically, it goes back to the concept of the Asian range I explained of the composite man on my trading alchemy, where I basically explain Asian session. You would basically have the market trying to sweep the liquidity which is above or below, but we can't see the other side of the board, which means we can't see which side has more money or more stop losses, right? After a day ends, that same concept applies. Like today, there was an Asian high and low, you can see, but also notice it took out the Asian low and also came to take out yesterday's low. You see that? Also, you can see there's a double bottom, so that became a draw on liquidity. That becomes your turtle soup. You can even take it a bit further, I think. Okay, I wouldn't have traded this. But initially, that was your break of structure to the 4-hour side of things, and then this would have been your demand zone. Then you can go back and refine that level a bit even. So I would have missed it. If I was looking for this, I would have missed it. Because, and also I probably would have wanted to say I wanna take a trade, yeah. So the thing is, if you also look at what price is currently doing, massive spike. What's in news? I don't know. But initially now, the exact same thing now. The exact same thing's gonna happen. It's either now gonna be a sweep below this level, yeah, to move up, or alternatively so, but we'll see. We'll see. You're gonna see now again, we're gonna end the stream at 5, and tonight around 7, 8, and Nico's gonna send me a message and tell me, yo bro, are you looking at Boom 1000? And I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna look at Boom 1000, and then we're gonna get a trade. You guys want to see something? Isn't that a cute baby bunny? Isn't that a cute baby bunny? What a cute baby bunny is. Yeah, babysitting. As you can see, I'm different. I love animals. I'm just gonna give this buddy some water, and then I'll be right back with you guys. The haters will say the bunny is fake. Send on Discord, gotta go. Got your mags, 100% GIF. Can you stick steep to lungs? Steep index. I just need to throw something out here, Nico. That was the weekly open. Sure, if you're in our mentorship, oh, the open sentiment is Trump will say you eat your bunnies. Nah, never. Yo, I've heard they're very nice though. My uncle, name. That guy, he's that guy, and you can't tell him anything that's serious. Like, he'll make a joke out of anything. So, like, we went to LOL North, we have some bunnies, and they've been growing. So he's like, oh, nice, man, how big are they? He's like, oh, they're nice and big, so when are you gonna, like, you know... And I was like, what the fuck, bro, you can't eat our bunnies. Okay, Nico, looking at what price has been doing over here, we can see prices breaking to the downside. It's looking juicy over here, Nico. It's looking juicy. My only concern is... I just have to look at the structure a bit deeper real quick. Okay. I'm just kind of concerned about this demand zone, yeah. However, this could be liquidity sitting over here that has been swept. So look at it in this sense. Hij is aan die zonen naast Nico, hij is aan die zonen, Yo, the Asian eyes untested. Oh. Okay. Stick is in a 4-hour consolidation, 1 hour in a downtrend. Yeah, that's what I told Nico now as well. My only concern about it is here on the 4-hour. Hey, welcome, Rafael. Welcome. Hope you're doing good, man. Hope you're doing good. Is this level down here? And then obviously this wick deposit, which could also act as liquidity. That's my only fear about this. So I would rather wait for much more clean structure. What I do like about it is it's a very clean retracement to the upside, but however, we didn't fill all that imbalance either, which is my concern. Oh no, Nico. We might actually, I would say if we do get something, we can't swing for the fences. It must be a very short trade, and then we must try and like maximize our risk reward on it. Like we must have a very tight stop and just go for that high up there. That's the only way I think we can capitalize on this step trade. So what I would wait for, that sweep down there, I would rather wait for it here. If we can have a higher high made, then I would consider it. Then potentially enter like somewhere around here. Step trend uptrends on the 1 hour and 4 hour play the pullbacks. Step 3. Oh, Rafael, you meant step 100. Sorry, my bad, man. I must read that. I must read that. Let's look at them as well. Step 100. They look very similar. They look very similar. Step 1, 2, and 5 also consolidation. Okay, I'm gonna check it out in a second. Oh damn! We were in a trade here, and we took a 1 to 2 on it. Oh no, that's not the level. My bad. Do you see why I must do chart hygiene? So I would wait. It's either the same reaction like we have on step 100, but then if we have break of structure, and the same thing like on here, if we have price breaking below this level, wait for pullback to sell, and same thing over here, wait for pullback to potentially sell. Most been doing good, thanks. Awesome Rafael, man. Glad to see that you're doing good, my brother. Let's see quickly. It's also very similar, like they... Wait, what? Wait, did I just analyze the wrong pair? Ah, Nico, my brother. Ek is baie jammer, man. This is step 100. That's not a normal step. I was gonna say, man, how can it look so similar? But wait a minute, where's the normal? Wait, Nico, which step are you talking about? Guys, I need to run quickly. Just step index. Okay. No stress, no stress. Okay, let me define step here. Guys, I'm gonna have to end the stream soon. It's almost, time for baby's bed. Almost at bedtime routine. Almost time for bath routine. And then I need to... I have a few other commitments here at home that I have to get to. I just want to look at step quickly for Nico. But they look very similar. They look very similar. The only difference is step 20. But Nico, they looked exactly the same, eh? They look exactly the same. But yeah, guys, that's the stream right there. Nothing on the session once again. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get this boom trade play out again later on tonight. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see price play out later on tonight on boom 1000. See potentially price make at lower low, get into that level so that we can start looking for those sells over there. But yeah, guys, like I always tell you guys, it's always a pleasure being here and streaming for you guys. Any questions you guys have, you guys know how to reach me. If you guys have not yet joined the Discord, make sure you guys join the Discord so you guys can be updated whenever I take trades off stream, and also update you guys when I exit, when I enter, and how I manage those trades as well. So yeah, guys, link is there in the chat. and I'll see you guys tomorrow here for NFP. Make sure you guys share the link with your friends and tell them to like and subscribe. Tomorrow we're gonna be looking at the USD and see if we can potentially get a trade on that. As you guys know, we called the news twice so far on the stream, and I'll always tell you guys whether I enter or whether I don't enter, and so far we have 2 out of 2 for the news. So yeah guys, much love, and I'll see you guys in the next one.